How y'all doing? Tonight we're going to make some hamburgers. We're actually going to make some juicy lucies, as they call them. Some hamburgers stuffed with cheese, some jalapenos, stuff like that. And we're going to do some hash browns covered with chili and cheese. Man, they're going to be good. So when we get started out, I'm going to make my hamburger meat seasoning up here. What I've got is 1 pound of 80-20 ground chuck, I guess you would say that, and 1 pound of 73% lean. And I like to mix those two so you can get a little bit of fat in there for flavor instead of just using that 80-20 lean. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little Worcestershire in there. Let's see. With 2 pounds of meat, you just want to get a little bit of, just wet it pretty good. You don't have to put too much, because these burgers are going to have a lot of flavor anyway, cheese and stuff. I've got about a tablespoon of minced garlic. Alright. I've got a little bit of, this is just some steak seasoning, but it has a lot of garlic powder in it and pepper, little different spices. I've got some smokehouse maple, just McCormick stuff here, pretty good. I'm going to put a little bit of that in there. Alright. And that just gives a nice smoky flavor. Also want to put a little prepared horseradish in here. I'm going to tell you, that is one of my little secrets for hamburgers. It gives a nice little kick. I'm going to put about a tablespoon in here, that 2 pounds of meat. Alright, I will mix everything together here. I'm going to have to get down here with my hands and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off and mix everything in. Alright, now I've got the meat mixed up. Got me a sheet of foil out here. What I'm going to do, to make these juicy lucies, you've got to make 2 small thin patties. So I'm going to roll up, alright, make me a little ball here. I'm going to make a nice little patty. Okay, this one will be really thin. Okay, about the size. Now see, that patty right there is really thin, but it's nice and big around as you want it. So I'm going to go ahead and set that on here. I'm going to go ahead and make a whole tray of these. Then we'll put another sheet of foil and we'll make another layer of those thin patties. Okay, now I got these patties flattened out here. I'll show you more about, it's a good size one here like this. And this is going to be like the bottom for one. And I've kind of said I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what that's going to do, that's going to make 4 of the juicy lucies. So now I'm going to turn my attention to the stuffing I'm going to put inside. I'm going to cut up some cheese, some peppers and stuff like that. And I've got, like I said, I've got some more of these hamburgers down here in the sink that I've got pat out on another pan. So I'm going to go ahead and get the inside stuff ready. Oh shit, you're recording. Okay, now I'm going to get ready to fill them. What I've got here, I've got some like pepper jack cheese, got some cheddar cheese, and I've got some jalapenos. So what you want to do, so you zoom in here a little bit for you. I'm trying to do this first one here. Alright. Trying to get you light. We'll put some cheese down. Okay. Probably on this one, make about 3 of these little pieces. Like that. And then some jalapenos. Alright, there we go. Then I'm going to put a little topper on here. And this one I've got, thin little top. Just kind of mesh that in. There, just make that little dome. Then I'm going to kind of push this in from the sides a little bit. Like that. Now I'm actually going to take this in my hand. I'm just kind of pat it back and forth. And I'm going to squish my fingers in because I'm going to make it just like a, like I was forming a patty all over again. Okay, just do it around like that. Alright, just want to make sure it's all sealed up. I'm going to lay the patty down like that and it's perfect. It'll go just like that. I'm going to do that to each one of them and I'm going to switch out the top and some of them. I'm going to put this yellow cheese in. Let's see, I'll do the yellow cheese here. Alright. And we'll go ahead and put a couple of these jalapenos in there. We'll put a topper on there. And do the same thing. I'm going to squish it in here from the sides. And we'll go ahead and pick it up and work with it. And we're just going to make sure everything's sealed and get all the cheese where it's not just going to ooze out any kind of cracks. Alright, now just continue that with the rest of the patties. Alright, now I'm going to get started on some sides for this. I've got some of these bushes, baked beans, this maple cure, bacon. These will be real good, but I'm going to tighten them up a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and put them on the stove just like that for right now. Let them sit there and simmer. Now I'm actually going to work on another side. This is going to be some tater tots covered with chili and cheese. What I'm going to do first, just got some of these frozen tater tots here. I'm going to cook them. First time on this cookie sheet. I'm going to preheat the oven. I'm just going to cook them according to Papa's directions. And then we'll have them here in a little bit to do what we need to do to make these chili and cheese covered tater tots. Alright, meanwhile while I'm waiting on those potatoes, I'm going to go ahead and fry up some bacon. We'll put some of this bacon in them beans, some on top of them burgers, and we'll use this good old bacon grease to cook those burgers in. It's going to be real good. Alright, now that I got that bacon cooked over here, just let it drain over here on this sheet. I'm going to go ahead and drain some of this grease off. I don't need all this grease. And guess where it's going? We ain't going to waste it. We're going to put a little bit over here in these beans. Just a little bit of that bacon grease over there. About a tablespoon. Oh man. That's going to really give those beans some flavor. So I'm going to let that hang out. I'm going to still got my tater tots cooking in the oven. And we're going to come right back to that. Also, we're going to bust up a little of this bacon in these beans. Just get this whole pieces of bacon in there. That'll be real good. Give them a lot of flavor. So these beans are going to be fine. But this whole meal is going to be great. But them beans, I tell you what. Alright, now we got all the bacon done. I got the pan on medium still. Some of that bacon grease left in there. Go ahead and put these juicy lucies down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let them go about 5 minutes on each side. Got room. There we go. Alright, and what you want to do too, let me find something I can poke it with. You want to poke a small hole in the top of each just to let the steam out. Go ahead and cover this with a spider guard. I've set my timer for 5 minutes and we'll flip it. Alright, these have been going about 5 minutes on this side. And go ahead and flip them. And the thing about a burger, look at that, great grill mark. You don't want to flip the burger once. If you can help it at all. That makes a really good burger. Go ahead and flip these one time. Like I say, you're going to make a little mess on your grill top, but you have to deal with it. So we'll let this go 5 more minutes on that side. Alright, now I got those tater tots out of the oven. And they were almost cooked about 18 minutes. They got a little taste to them. Look at the pirates. Take some of this bacon. And we'll crumble this bacon over the top. Got about 3 pieces of this bacon. I'm just going to make that good little bacon bits there. Okay. I'll just kind of even out these tater tots. Now I've got some chili over here. For another night, and you don't want to cook chili with beans in, of course, for this. And put a little bit of chili on top of it. Just go over the top. You don't have to do this neat. Man, this is going to be something else. Those juicy lucies are going to be good, but like I said, this is going to be real good too. Alright, we're just going to put a little chili on top. Over the top of those, about like that. Save some chili in case you want on top of them burgers. Then I'm going to come back some of this Monterey and cheddar mixed cheese, this grated cheese. If I can get this open, I am not even packet. There we go. Go ahead and sprinkle some cheese on there. Cheese on top. Like I say, this is a real health food here, low cal, low fat. You know how that is. This is going to be good, I tell you. There we go. There we go. Got some cheese on top of there. And now actually I'm going to go, I put one more little stick of bacon, crumble that bacon there on top of there just for looks, just to make it extra healthy. There we go. I'm going to pop that back in the oven Got the oven on 425, but I turned it off. I'm just gonna let that oven heat and melt all that cheese and that chili. All right.
See them juicy lucies.
Here we go. This juicy lucy here, and they're cooking nicely on the other side. We'll turn it around for you. There we go. We'll let them go a couple more minutes. All right, it's been 5 minutes on this other side. I'm gonna go ahead and get them off now. We'll let them rest for a few minutes over here on this towel. Look at that, man. These are gonna be awesome. Just totally awesome. Let these rest. I'm gonna let you take a peek in the oven. It's our little casserole there. Look at that. Oh man. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out and get everything set up for plate. Alright, we go ahead and make this plate. We got some of these beans here with this bacon. Oh man. Put some of that on there. Go ahead with this nice potato hash brown casserole with the chili and the cheese. Look at that cheese. Some of that chili on there. Yes sir. And we got this burger. Look at the cheese just dripping off there. Ow. And we're going to get one of these burgers over here. Put it on this bottom bun. There we go. Just set that on there just like that. Go ahead and put a little bit of spoonful of this chili on that top of that burger just like that. Look at that goodness. Now I got some of this bacon. I'm going to put a little bit of bacon on top of there. It's perfect. Go ahead and put that cap on that bad boy. And we'll
get a bite. See what
we won't cut them open here in just a second.
Man, that looks good. Right, cut on into her.
Go ahead and cut on into her. See what she's all about. Hate to cut into her, not just bite into her. Here we go. Now look at that. We got all that cheese and got some jalapenos, everything in there. Man, some kind of fine. Unbelievable. Real good.
All right.